Tyler, would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you asking me for real?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What you mean? Why not?
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
You can't do that. On a whole live thing.
Why not? It's true or dare.
Yeah. But we friends though.
You right.
Yeah, we friends.
Have you ever been friend zoned by a girl before? A girl you really liked and you thought things were going really well, and out of nowhere she told you, hey, I think I see you more like a friend, right? And so she essentially rejected you. Now, I actually went through something similar recently. A girl who I've been on 2 dates with before, who I thought the dates were great. She actually told me before our 3rd date that she looked at me as a friend. And I had to really take a step back and think to myself, like, what the hell? Like, because not to brag or boast, but I'm usually never friend zoned by women. I mean, like, never. Like, I had to, like, think deeply, like, was I ever friend zoned by a girl? Like, I was, like, stumbled to the point where when she said it, I was just, like, speechless, right? Now, if I go back in time when she said, hey, I see you as a friend, I'd probably be like, friends with benefits, Hey, I'm cool with that, right? But in all seriousness, I actually came across a clip online. It's by this channel called Impact Theory. Shout out to Impact Theory. They're interviewing this doctor by the name of Andrew Huberman. Okay, and they're talking about dopamine and how dopamine actually impacts the way we pursue things. So I want you to take a look at this clip, and then I'm going to dissect why I think this is possibly why women are rejecting you and putting you on the friend zone. Take a look.
When I say the common currency is dopamine, what I mean is the molecule dopamine, when secreted in the brain, makes us pursue things, build things, create things, makes us want new things that we don't currently already have. And so it has a lot of dimensions to it, but rather than think about dopamine as a signal for reward, like a dopamine hit, we classically talk about it, it's more accurate really to think about dopamine as driving motivation and craving to go seek rewards. That's the rat experiment. And it's a way of tabulating where we are in our life. Are we doing well or are we doing poorly? And that happens on very short time scales. Like, do you wake up feeling good? Or do you wake up feeling kind of low? Or on long time scales. If you're halfway through a long degree or you're halfway through your life, how are you doing? How do you gauge that? Well, it has everything to do with how much dopamine you were releasing in the previous days and weeks and years.
Now, the key takeaway from this is that dopamine is the hormone that secretes in our mind, that feel-good hormone that secretes in our mind, not because of pleasure, but because of the pursuit of pleasure, okay? And he actually goes on to talk more about this, how the dopamine is kind of like the pursuit is the reward, not the actual destination, if you will. The pursuit is the reward. The pursuit is a dopamine hit. Okay. And we know women are very big into their emotions, their feelings. They trust their emotions. Men, we second guess our emotions all the time. We have feelings and urges and impulses that we just ignore all the time, right? You see a girl, she walks by with a fat ass. You'd love to grab it, but it's not appropriate, right? But we have these feelings, right? Women are different. Women are impulsive where they trust their feelings. So what do I mean by all this? I'm getting somewhere with this. Follow me. So if you are dating a girl and you meet her, let's say she's a very attractive girl. I like to date attractive girls, but let's say you're dating a girl you really like, okay? And up front, as a man, up front, I'd love to date this girl, right? She fits the criteria of what I would want in a girl, okay? You can't let her know that right away. This is a mistake that I make as I'm getting older because I'm so tired of this back and forth game with girls that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just come out and tell a girl I like her. First date. That's what I did with a girl. First date, I told her I like her. Big mistake. I know this. Red Pill talks about it, and all the dating coaches talk about it. Never let a girl know you like her. But the reasons were never really clear. I always thought to myself where it was emotional immaturity to kind of hide your feelings and play this game, okay? But now I'm starting to see there's actually a chemical reason not to let a girl know you like her right away. Here's the reason. First, let me give you a hypothesis that I have. That is, men want to be in love. Women want to fall in love. What I mean by this is that we meet a girl, we know right away the way she looks, the way she talks, carries herself. We know right away if we would be in a serious relationship with her based on those metrics, right? A girl's different than us. They want to fall in love. So they actually want the experience of letting things unfold, the mystery of love in a sense. And that's kind of the dopamine pursuit that the doctor was talking about, right? Dr. Huberman was really talking about the fact that you get a release of this feel-good hormone when you're in the pursuit of something. Now, if you got friend-zoned by a girl, when I got friend-zoned, right, I realized that I wasn't letting things unfold. I wasn't letting her chase me, pursue me. I was being readily available to her. And one of the reasons why I did this is because she was being kind to me. I met her on Hinge, by the way. She initiated she initiated a conversation on Hinge. We matched together, but she initiated the conversation. She's very reciprocal with the conversation. So I was rewarding her, right, with my attention. I felt like she earned it. Realistically, a girl got to do a lot more than that to earn it. Like if it, but let's stick to the point, right? If she is friend zoning you, and like this girl friend zoned me, one of the reasons might be because you're not letting her chase you, pursue you. Because like I said, the reward, the dopamine hit is in the pursuit. And what I mean by girls want to fall in love, right? Focus on the falling part. Things are happening. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't want to be, it's unpredictable. With us men, we become very predictable really quick, right? The first date I went on a girl, it was kind of us first meeting off of Hinge. And it was great. Beautiful girl, very, very attractive girl. I'm a good looking guy, so I've dated attractive girls before, so it's not something out of my ordinary. But I made the cardinal mistake telling her I liked her. And she even kind of punished me for that on a date. She was like, I could tell, right? The body language she was kind of like, ugh. Because I was killing her pursuit. She wanted the experience of falling in love, pursuing me. I wanted the experience of being loved, just being with her, right? So that's one. Two, she kind of knew she had the second date in the bag, right? There was nothing to be... There was no surprises, nothing to be unexpected, which, by the way, it was essentially killing her romance movie in real time with me because I was being readily too available. She didn't even win me over. I didn't let her convince me of anything. And this is something people do. You might be doing this, right? On your date. So if you're watching this video because you went on a date with a girl, ask yourself, did you come off as if you're a short thing for her? Because if you did... probably why she friend zoned you. That's why I got friend zoned, right? It wasn't because I wasn't attractive enough. Some people think, oh man, I don't look good enough. A lot of times not that. A lot of times it's behavior, right? And now we're seeing that because of this chemical dopamine, we have to make women work for us because that's the experience they want to have, right? And I think a lot of the issues with men and women dating is we don't understand each other. The better you understand women, the better you could deal with them, okay? Now, let me relate this also to why women prefer bad boys over nice guys, right? Nice guys get friend zoned, bad boys get one night stands, okay? And we always looked at like the bad boys being the asshole, right? And like, why do you like assholes? He's going to mistreat you. You're so dumb. You're so stupid. You're da-da-da. No, the bad boy helps secrete that dopamine effect into her brain. With his behavior, he's unpredictable. He doesn't respond to her text. She doesn't know what's going to happen next. She's left with a cliffhanger every time they speak, every time they have interaction. That's the experience women want to have. And for me, this is groundbreaking. I don't know about you, but this was groundbreaking because I thought to myself, now I have the real evidence, right? The scientific evidence. Not that I'm a game geek or anything, but now I kind of have the nature side of why women like bad boys in such a way that I never heard anyone really explain it. And I don't even think the doctor was trying to explain it that way. But it's this idea that you have to let women earn you. Now, one of the most important things that they talk about in Red Pill is making a girl pursue you in a sense by being hot and cold, hot and cold. For us men, we look at this as a game. Okay? But like I said, back to this dopamine thing, what's great about the hot and cold thing is that she's getting to pursue you because that push and pull, right? Again, unpredictability. And as she's going through this entire experience, her brain just squirting dopamine, you know what I'm saying, into her body. And she I feel so good about, right? she's orgasming from this experience. Where for us men, we kind of like, no, I don't want to play this game. You push and pull, push and pull. But it's not about us. And let me tell you something. When you're dealing with a girl, she don't give a hell. She don't give a damn how you feel. Right? These girls don't care about how we feel. Let's be real. They care about how they feel. And so when she friend-zoned me, she wasn't concerned with, oh, he's going to be unhappy about it or whatever she was thinking. And I'm not unhappy about it. It's actually leading me to my next point, which is like, if you are friend-zoned, take this as valuable experience on how not to get friend-zoned again. Right now, you kind of know. Let this be that burning point, right? Your hand touching the fire type of thing, and you're burning your hand on that stove to say, "Oh, I can't do that again." Because that's what it is for me now. Now I'm like, where I knew not to tell girls I liked them before, now I know so much why not to do it, right? So I'm sharing this with you, and I'm assuming that you're going through this, right? You been friend zoned. You're trying to figure out what happened. Was it at the first date, the second date, the third date? I'm telling you, it's because you're not letting her pursue you. And women, Bobby Rio said this great. If you've never seen Bobby Rio, great channel. He says women equate longing to love, like them desiring you to love. But what's longing, right? Longing is the pursuit. That's that dopamine hit, right? Coach Corey Wayne, he talks about how, women are more attracted to men that are mysterious, and it's a scientific fact. He always talking about that women are more attracted to men that are unpredictable and mysterious type of thing, right? But that's, again, they got to pursue them, right? And so I used to say this, and you probably see this on my channel before. If you're new to my channel, go check out some of my other videos. I always talked about how my whole life I was chased by women. So I have so much experience with that. But I never knew I was giving them a dopamine hit, right? A dopamine high because of it. And now I know. Now it makes sense. Now it makes complete sense, right? So I wouldn't feel bad that you got friend zoned. Listen, you got to have an abundance mentality. There's a lot more women out there. Even if she's an attractive girl, if you could get one attractive girl, you could get many more. Trust me, I had that fear before. So if you had that fear, it's not over. There'll be another one, right? So you definitely have to have abundance mentality. And two, if you're pursuing something meaningful, right, you wouldn't be playing hot and cold with her as a game. You'll be doing it because you're actually busy doing something. So my advice to you, and this is something I'm going to do now, and I realized that I was putting women on too high of a priority and not focusing on my YouTube channel, not focusing on my fitness, not focusing on the things I want to accomplish. And that's why I was getting friend zoned. So if you feel like you're doing the exact same thing, focus on your body, your money, your career. I'm not saying don't date. You should definitely date because you want that experience of it. But just start reorganizing things, right? Shuffle that deck and figure out your priorities, okay? And take this as a teachable lesson, That's how I take it. I think it's a very, very teachable lesson. The takeaway from this is that women want to chase men, and the reason they want to scientifically is that they're getting a dopamine hit off of it, right? Where a nice guy doesn't give them the chance to get that dopamine hit. They don't feel that feel-good pleasure, so therefore they look at you like a friend because you are, right? So if this video is valuable to you, please support the channel. Feel free to donate. I got my Cash App in my bio. You also could give a super thanks. Leave a comment. What's your feedback on it? Oh, no, that's what I think about it. Am I completely wrong? Do you guys have a different opinion on what might be going on? Let me know in the comments below. But if you do find this to be helpful, share it with someone else that might benefit from this. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And we're going to talk more about this on my live stream. So I do a live stream every Sunday and Thursday, Eastern Standard Time, Sunday at 8 p.m., Thursday at 9 p.m. And me and my audience, we already have a nice little community of people there. We talk and we exchange ideas. And I let them call in and they can give me their feedback and they can give me their honest opinion. Okay, so I appreciate you watching my video. Check out some of my other videos. I'll see you there.